We now return to Let's Play Cleopatra. Okay, so I was planning to start bringing in a lot more people. So why don't we go ahead and just do that here, I guess. Start buying pottery. Where are we at with the gods? Okay, still waiting. Eventually, I think I would like to see this moved. Now, if I want to do, say, that, okay, I think I will go ahead and move this back. I cannot get that right. That's actually not so helpful. Yeah, I just can't make that work. Okay, well, never mind. I was thinking I could open up a 4x area somewhere, but that does not appear to be the case. I am pretty stuck where I'm at, but nope, neither there as well. Okay, it's a little misleading how that looks. Anyway, so yeah, I'm thinking that we're going to need let's get, we'll just make this quick. We will empty, and empty. Could be mildly problematic trying to get that to come back to me. I think we'll go ahead and just do this. I need to, of course, roadblock it. That leaves me a little 3x there. But I might just move the academy over. I really don't think that the academy is where all that's coming from. I really don't think they go here and then come out. Maybe they do. I forget. Yeah, this stupid thing. This is exactly what I was forgetting. Compliance is now possible. You know what? Well, either way, it would still come out the backside here. I guess I'm not ready to build this yet, so we'll ignore that. Okay, so we need to do this. We now need to turn around and empty, and now say get and accept and accept. Okay. Alright, we got a lot of people here. What are they looking for next? Beer. So now that we're doing pottery, let's do, we are maintaining 800. Really, I mean, I'm making so much money, I feel like I may as well just say import to maintain the 1600 that I need. Alternatively, I could maybe take, my god, that is freaking loud. Yeah, okay, we'll take it. See, because even though I can only set it to be quarters full, I could still regulate that a little bit more by having multiples and then say, okay, I only want 12. So then I could set them to half, another one to half, but only order enough to fill in a third. So I could still get like pottery and beer and something else in here, but I guess we got enough story houses here. We don't need to worry about that. What we need to worry about is why these guys are not taking this shit fast enough. That's actually really the problem right now. So I've got a lot of people, right? Yeah, a fair amount. Why don't we go ahead and come down here and see, that's inundated. Why don't we go ahead and start a new granary block here. Well, not granary, but wheat. A new wheat block. It actually also looks like we could stand to do a few more spear. Okay, so let's slow this down just a bit. I want this to keep going though. I don't want to completely pause. And we will take a branch out here, which I will then immediately roadblock. Okay. And then we will do, this one might be a little bit different. Where is the farm line going to be? Probably best to do it something like that, I would think. Alternatively, I could make some weird looking, I think that's probably where we're going to be at, actually. So let's pull you back just a minute, and let's go ahead and fill in the grain on what looks to be maybe the inside. Also recall needing to do an irrigation channel in between. That would be good. So if I came in here like this and then went around like this, it probably would be best to have them just straight up on that property rather than on the outsides unnecessarily. I do not want that. Oh, damn it. Anyway. Guess who immediately forgot to leave room for an irrigation ditch? We can probably be okay there. Same with this one. Well, we can have it on the inside. No, that'll cause problems too. Can I get road around there in some bizarre way? Not really. This is probably my best bet, actually. So we'll take something like that. Something like that. I need an immediate roadblock here. Now this can go up. Oh boy, I don't know. I think maybe I've built a little too big. Oh, and then how am I going to get... Alright. I'm being stupid. Because we now need to do something like that. I think that'll be sufficient. And we will do irrigation ditch like so. And where do I want it to come out of? Because I do, in fact, want it to... I don't want them wandering. Hey, now wait a minute. Can I cheese this a little bit? You can't transition. That sucks. The answer is no, you cannot cheese it. Well, how about then we instead do something like this, removing that, moving the architect post here. Yeah, I don't know. I'll figure that one out in a minute here. But we now need to do the water lift. Okay. So this isn't going to work either. I guess if I pulled it out this way and went road that way, but I think that's still going to give me a little bit of an issue. Architect post up there. is pretty funky. We will need to do stuff down here now. Let's just go ahead and make a big one. Put a well there. And some of that. Now here, we need to do brewer. Why don't we also do not that? 2 papyrus. And what else would I do down here? I guess I could put a granary here? As like an accepting granary? That would work. Oh, is this guy gonna wander this way? Roadblocks are pretty bad. They don't operate very well. Well, alright. But, you know, really, no. No, I won't do that. The reason that I don't want to put a granary here, it would make it easy for them to go and drop stuff off, yes, but then you've got one guy delivering food up that road, whereas here, each individual is carrying that food up to here. So I feel like that's just a better overall thing. And it just makes more sense. But we do need another granary up here. I mean, we're full on fish, which is great, but we are, I mean, are we selling grain? How is it that we go through so much grain? I do require a secondary food source, so I don't really want to be going through this as fast as I am. I think we can also see, now we're low on gems. Okay. Clearly we need to import, fuck, we'll just go that. We'll also import a full set of that, and that should be good. We've got plenty of flax, but we can do better. What are you doing that you're not emptying that? Our delivery man is taking goods elsewhere. Okay, he is. We're just going slow. So let's speed that back up. Look at the gods. Where are we waiting? March? What? I'm sure I only chose a small festival. It's a common festival. Why is it taking so long? It is, however, a testament to the amount of religious buildings I have in the city that they are still happy with what I've got. They're not requiring it much more. What did I want to do here? Worship? I was going to start doing warships, wasn't I? Well, that would be a good way to soak up some people, so why don't we just do that? See, now this sort of thing just looks bad. Because now I could actually extend that road out and oh, bad appeal. Desirable surroundings, yeah. No, they actually say the recruiter is bad for business here. Okay. What goes here? I don't really need another transport. I don't really need another fishing wharf. The only reason I'm shrinking that up is because I can actually start maybe doing a conservatory. Okay, that doesn't actually save me the room that I thought maybe I was saving. Just trying to reconfigure some of this so that maybe I can get something better out of it. But I really don't think, without doing a major overhaul of something, I just don't think I'm going to be able to do anything meaningful here. I could... No, yeah, I mean, there's nothing really for me to put up in here. I can't expand to how I want to expand, so I guess this is where we're stuck. Okay, we are starting to get some of this.
I have to go clear across the
That's
city
all
with
straw.
these goods.
Okay.
It'll take all day.
Well, we have an enormous amount of unemployed people, and that is the problem, because now I actually really need them to be making more. I think this is a lot of brewers. I know that I still see some reeds, but maybe I could do another reed gatherer. How about we do one more papyrus maker and then one more reed gatherer? And maybe the ratios would be good on that one. We now need to go back to you. See, that's much more reasonable. May. Are these guys employed yet? Okay, good. That will provide me quite a bit. I mean, I guess I don't mind. I would really rather have some stuff in here, but as long as they've got the 2 food sources and it's constantly full, then we don't really need to worry too much. We really, 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 really need a little bit more going on here, though. This I'm not pleased with. One thing I also am probably going to want to do, actually, is move... Oh, hey, we have significantly eaten through our employment. One thing I think I want to do is maybe move this, after all. And the reason for that is because, all the spaces I was leaving open here, I will have room for a scribal school. I will have room for a mortuary. I do not know that I will have room for a library. I believe I will also need a library to make this thing work. And I really don't think I've got enough room for that. Well, I mean, I just don't. Just flat out, I don't. So, because we'll need a scribal school here, and a mortuary over here, and that will leave me some 2x buildings. Why don't we just go ahead and put this down? I mean, I guess I could keep this going. This will probably need something. I find it hard to believe that they don't have enough entertainment. They've got jugglers just fine. Have I not put in... I guess I haven't put in musicians yet. I was thinking about it, but then I didn't, for some reason. Well, I mean, whatever. There's no real good way to put this without just having a lot of dead, empty space, so... Like I said, we can just keep putting shrines there. At some point, I think that will be majorly excessive, to the point that we will just have too many. Put some gardens in instead. Yeah, this just doesn't fit at all. So what if instead... well, fortunately, that is not... interesting. So clearly the game resets that. Employees needed. Well, let's go ahead and start increasing our employees then. Arguably, to make this a lot more useful, I could bump it out so that we have 3 buys here. The thing is, by doing that, by moving the road out just enough, it effectively means that I am adding 2 more squares of walking, which could not necessarily do me any favors. That could actually be pretty bad. This just really became a mess, didn't it? I do kind of want to fill this in, though. Oh, that's great. But I really do need another... I'm just going to get rid of that. Before I can decide what I actually want to do with this, I need this stuff down. And it's ridiculous that the locusts take up space like that. Probably need another one of these. So the question of where to put them. Oh, here we go. Okay, so now that we're doing that, stop it. Papyrus, we need to have, I'm going to say 400. I really feel like I'm only going to need the stuff like that in this housing block. I'm probably not going to get these guys that far. I'm probably just going to, if anything, get them up to beer level next. Although I don't know. Again, I need 10,000. I mean, where am I going to put that? Where the hell am I going to put that? I don't even know. We're just full up on fish to the point that I can't do anything with it. I guess I could export it. I could export fish after a certain amount to try and drain it, but I mean, having this much food is not a bad thing, but at the same time, it's like, what am I doing with it? And I really, really, really need to be getting this flax in here a little bit faster. And we're now, yeah, I don't know. Okay, where are we at? 0% people. Did those finally evolve? And now we've got a long string of people coming in. That's good. The mortuary is in. I suppose, where would I put... I've got pottery and beer. I've got linen and papyrus. I've got straw and wood. Okay. Now wood, really, if we're importing it, let's only take a 1/4. And in return, I will take game meat by a 1/4. And I will import game meat to a price of 400. And we will just go ahead and put down a zoo. Oh, I don't have room for a senate either. Okay, so coming back to what I was saying, we need to move this. It's apparently not going to go there, but I could push it up against on this side. Okay, the palace is now moving. And now we've opened up some roadway down here for future buildings. I don't know if they need Senate to get to the level that we require here. Palatial estates? Maybe. Maybe. Okay. I mean, effectively, I just need to keep cramming people in. I know. It's gone. It's forfeit. So let's just do it. I think we're sustaining enough that we'll be fine. We'll go another round of people. And let's go ahead and get this down here, I guess. So we'll take something like that, and then we'll do... I don't even know what. I do also think I want another... so I'm going to need a room for a library. And then I'm going to need room for... Oh, entertainment. Senate House? Possibly. Possibly. We don't know that I will. Okay. I was thinking I would also want a store yard specifically just for this. I'm having that meat brought up here, I think. But this would be too far away. I mean, I guess I could do fish. Do like a half and half. I think we can get there. I think we can get there. So let's actually now do a half and a half on these. And this will remain at half and half. So we now need a dedicated store yard that will accept both of these. And then we will come in here and we will begin exporting. And we will export, so what, 3,200 is a full granary. So that's effectively 2 of them. I mean, I should keep it though, that's the thing. Like, we don't... Since they don't sell from granaries, though, I don't really want this, do I? I want it to be going to the granaries. So really, this should be set to 0? Because it'll be whatever is overage inside of my... Let's make sure this one says get as well. That's about the only thing I can think to do there. And then with these guys, we clearly need to be importing way more. So 16 is half the granary. What else are we doing? Exporting that. Importing 16 there. That's probably going to be very expensive for me. Can't do anything with that. We're not importing any wood. For no real reason. We could import to 400. Okay. So let's do a firehouse. And an architect post. You know, if this is going to be like... That actually does fit there pretty well. Do a firehouse on the corner. No. Damn it. And then we'll do a dance school back here. Probably not going to enjoy that too much. They'll be fine. May as well do a fish wharf there. That was kind of the whole point. And then this allows me to do another conservatory. Alright. Yeah, it's crazy how much this is eating. We still have guys hanging out here holding on to reeds. 5,000 people. And we are doing... Okay, we are selling beer still. We are still at that point where we are selling all of our beer. So what I'm going to do is increase the barley. Do I maybe want even more? Hey, that's alright. 500 luxury goods. Do we not have enough? We totally have enough. You're done. Okay, that'll last for a while. So then what we'll do is we will come in here and we will add about that many more brewers. You know what, let's just keep going. And then we'll come in here and we'll add at least 2 more papyrus makers. Judging by the number of carts, actually, let's say we need another one. Okay, so we have even this much, and we still need more people. That's interesting to note. So now, we need to come in here, and we need to say, we need to keep 800 beer. Because now we're going to let you sell beer. And we probably also need to keep a little bit of linen. Probably 800 worth of linen. Just because we do have a mortuary and we're going to eventually need mortuaries. We've got enough papyrus here that I am trusting we'll be able to hold on to it. Okay, we are over exceeding that, so let's do a few more jewelers. And I really could just come in here and add a few more people. Where am I? I think that'll help us get away with it. I do also need to remember that perhaps I will have to leave a few things open here because our culture does not have enough jugglers in the city. A new trade route to Medim. They will buy luxury goods. They will sell flax. So let's make sure we've got another juggler school down. And then, I guess I'm going to come in here and I'm going to add jugglers to everybody's block. Because we all know how much this game loves its you know, I think now is a good time. Let's go ahead and start, not the Caesareum. Let's start the Mausoleum. And now we can actually line that up with something. once those people are gone. I need blocks of sandstone. Many blocks of sandstone, in fact. So many blocks that I'm not sure I've actually got the space. Which is pretty funny considering that I've been doing nothing but filling in space all over. Okay. So what were we looking at, like 8? Okay. Maybe there's just a better way to do this. It does require putting it all down here to then all be dragged up. Well, you know, maybe not. Maybe not. If I were to, say, put some stuff along here, I would have an entire wall's worth. And I would also be able to employ some of these towers. That may be a thing. But am I really going to need this many? That's the thing. That's a good question to ask, because probably not. Let's instead take this and run it down here. And I think that's going to go there. For right now, we'll just run it this way. And then I will do a roadblock right here. And we will do a fire architect square people. Could do it back here, but then we've got this potential that they'll walk off that way, and I really don't want that. Sandstone, right? Because this might actually veer in along that shoreline eventually. So let's split the difference here. A little bit tedious, but okay. And then we can come in here and we can go sandstone. Import to a level of 240. Okay. Yeah. That must have a large amount of desirability issues, right? Just a bit. Just a bit. So, the way we fight that is with a much larger statue. There you go. Still having bad. Did not realize how bad of an appeal. Okay, let's go ahead and set that straight up. We will now go back to exporting. Well, the only other way around that now, then, is to put this house over here, where it could also expand. And we just get rid of that. I guess I could put the library over there. That may be the way. Okay. Well, unfortunately, they just asked too much. I actually would rather have something like a small statue right there. And because of this, I may end up having to put some larger statues back here as well, which is no biggie. Can probably also do something like this along the back way. And then we'll take this and put this right here. That'll kind of flank it nicely. Just extend that out. May as well put a library down now. I need paper. Did I not tell you to hang on to some of that? Went over 400. Let's hold on to went over 800. We should be producing plenty of it. I'm still put off by the... Oh yeah. Okay, well, how about shrines for everybody then? Where was that little hole right there? Yeah. Aha! Well, that's one. That's two. What's your deal? Desirability. Probably is going to need a little bit more. But I think we'll get it. I think once I put some more buildings here, I can expand. I mean, I could just do that right now. I could do a large couple of gardens right here. Or something like that, and then... There. Do I have enough for this? Now I do. How do you not have access to water? It just hasn't come this way. Alright. It's kind of annoying. Uh-huh. Okay. This is good. They need a courthouse to expand, but I'm not so sure they really do. We've got a few people trickling in, but the amount that came via... Ooh, okay. I need to hold off on my building here. Why don't we also then allow you to have beer as well? We should be producing plenty of it at this point. 2% fertile. That's a problem. As is down here. Now I could probably do something around that. How's that? Looks like we need more brewers because I've still got guys hanging out down here at the farms and they don't know where to take their stuff. We need to conserve people for a while, he says as he slams down brewery after brewery. It's okay. Again, I'd rather be ahead of the population and the unemployment than behind it. This would hopefully be exporting at this point, but I'm not so sure. And this is definitely not keeping with my half and half. Okay, there's game meat. I know it's getting it because it's going straight to the zoo. This just doesn't... That's not enough. That's just not enough. Not enough entertainment. Because I guess I'm not getting enough people. This can't even find people, and it's right next door. Literally right next door. That's aggravating. That is most likely where that is becoming an issue. Oh? Elegant manner. Is that what that's what I need, right? Well, we're going all the way, I guess. That's fine. Just means more tax revenue. Needs access to a scribal school, which has its people, so why? That guy just doesn't go that far, I guess. That's kind of annoying. Okay. Well, we'll have to figure that one out. This one's been going for a while, so I will end this here, and I will see you next time.